Am I the asshole for telling a guy the first find his body hair disgusting? I, 19F, was in the hot tub with friends. A guy friend made a very obvious conscious effort to look at my underarms. He said that's absolutely disgusting and he's never seen a girl with unshaven underarms, and he's going to have nightmares. I told him his pits are unshaven. And he doesn't even bother to hide them either. He said it's fine since guys are naturally supposed to grow hair and girls aren't. I said most girls find guys' underarm hair disgusting. I do. We're just too polite to comment. He said that's not true at all. I asked the girls, 18F and 19F, and they agreed that body hair is just as disgusting on guys. He got mad and said girls are high maintenance, and I said no, guys are. Not the asshole. If girls aren't supposed to grow hair there, then why the fuck does it grow there? On every single woman. I'm so sick of shaving culture. Not the asshole. Classic fragile misogynist. Loves belittling and judging women, but can't handle a taste of his own medicine. Probably thinks he's a nice guy, too. He said it's fine since guys are naturally supposed to grow hair and girls aren't. What even is this shit? We naturally grow hair there too? We wouldn't have to deal with the expectation to shave body hair off if it didn't fucking grow. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Guys are naturally supposed to grow hair and girls aren't. Your friend is mistaking natural for engineered societal expectations. That's like saying girls are naturally supposed to have eyeliner and guys aren't. I mean, he started it. Don't dish what you can't take. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Women naturally grow body hair too. A lot of women shave it, but that doesn't mean they aren't still growing it. He's dumb, apparently. Guys are naturally supposed to grow hair and girls aren't. What? Does he not know about women being mammals? If it isn't supposed to grow, why does it grow on almost every woman on every continent in the world? Not the asshole. Not the asshole. I wish people would just stop commenting on the body hair of others. What a sad thing to focus on. Am I the asshole for buying a gargantuous amount of milk and chocolate powder? So today I, 17M, was drinking some chocolate milk and my mother barged in my room and started complaining that I was drinking all the milk in the house. I drink around 1 cup of chocolate milk per day. After she was done with her rant I said okay, and I went to Carrefour, it's like Walmart, and I bought 30 liters of milk and 5 kg of chocolate powder, Nescau. When Shaw saw me coming with the boxes she asked why I bought all of that, and I said, milk and chocolate won't be a problem for a while. She's mad at me now but my father can't stop laughing. So am I the asshole? Edit. It's UHT milk that lasts up to 4 months outside the refrigerator. Not the asshole. She can't really complain if, all the milk in the house, that you're drinking is milk that you paid for yourself. Just tell her she got the cake, and now she can eat it. Lol. I'm with your dad. You are an evil and creative genius. You will go far in life. Not the asshole and now I want chocolate milk. Not the asshole and you handled it great. Become ungovernable. No assholes here because this is all just petty silliness. I can see how she'd be annoyed because milk takes up fridge space so it could mess with grocery plans. Other than that, yes, that's hilarious and a practical solution. This story would also be very well received on r malicious compliance. Edit. Yes, I now see OP's edit about the milk bring shelf stable. Not the asshole. I applaud your pettiness and superb execution of malicious compliance. Lol. And not the asshole. But how are you storing it? Won't it spoil? Not the asshole. Lol. Love how you handle it. Did you pay for it yourself? Not the asshole. Laugh all you want. Am I the asshole for calling my husband an obnoxious idiot on his birthday? Please read the full story before giving out any judgments. My husband and I have been married for 4 years. He likes to make jokes all the times and most of them come across are personal and hurtful. Especially since he's doing it to close family and friends. I've already talked to him about it but he says it's who he is and it's not his fault nobody takes a jokes. His birthday was last Friday. The party was at our home and we invited my family including my brother and his terminally ill wife. She has cancer and is terminal. Mom came as well. So what happened was that my brother was complaining about his financial situation while we were eating at the table. My husband told him he'd lend him money but my brother said no. My husband insisted. He took money from his wallet. About $200 and told him, come on. Between Syl's name, medical debts and her inability to perform her wife duties, when was the last time you were able to afford a prostitute? Take it, we were all shocked. My brother and Syl were in shock and so was I and the others I'm sure. Like this is. Just I didn't believe he said that. He then sat back down and started laughing, saying it was a joke. Sil walked out and so did my brother. I was livid, I was seeing red. I yelled at my husband, calling him an obnoxious idiot to think that this was a joke. His mom side-eyed me and GE went on about it being a joke and my brother and his wife overreacted. Rest of my family left after I kept yelling at him and dinner was ruined. I had a fight with his mom who said I needed to watch my words, but I told her to leave. My husband said me and my brother and his wife took it too far because he was just kidding and swore he didn't mean to offend them, but I told him he disrespected them hugely. He said that I too disrespected him in front of everybody by calling him obnoxious idiot and on his birthday no less. He started sulking afterwards, saying he'll never forget this scene for years to come. I haven't seen my brother and his wife Yvette since the conflict started. Am I the asshole? You are the asshole for subjecting your family to this asshole. Your husband is a bully. Please do not have kids with him. And no one gives a shit if he didn't mean to offend them. Yes, he did, that was the funny part, and B. If you hurt someone, you man up and apologize for it instead of just saying, it's who he is and it's not his fault. Nobody takes a joke. Not the asshole, but you need to deal with this for once and for all. Do his positive qualities at all outbalance his bullying nature? Because he is a bully. And how far are you willing to watch people in your life leave it because of his tactless jokes? Telling jokes is all about reading the room and knowing what is appropriate, especially with black humor. This is lacking in your husband and he refuses to see why, making himself the victim for people not seeing things the way he does. It may also be a reflection of how he sees you. Not the asshole. He's shown you who he really is, believe him. What the hell is wrong with his mom? Not the asshole. Honestly? While your husband is an obvious asshole, I'm really questioning your judgment. Unless he has suddenly developed this personality trait out of nowhere. You dated and married this man knowing he treats people poorly. What were you thinking? That's he'd magically turn into a better person one day? Meanwhile you act all shocked at his behavior, but really, it isn't a surprise. You probably expect it by now and you enable it by staying in the relationship. Like you are the asshole, stop bringing him around your family so he can hurt them for his own amusement. Not the asshole, my husband told him he'd lend him money but my brother said no. My husband insisted. He took money from his wallet. About $200 and told him, come on. Between Sil's name, medical debts and her inability to perform her wife duties, when was the last time you were able to afford a prostitute? Take it, your husband is in a dollar hole and so is his mother. I think his family is seriously socially inept. That remark is indefensible. Not the asshole. The joke doesn't even make sense. Not the asshole for what you said, but why the hell did you marry him in the first place? No, seriously, why did you marry him? Because behavior like that is a complete turnoff for most people. Am I the asshole for ruining my sister-in-law's gender announcement? So I, 31 male, have 3 beautiful daughters, 7, 5, 2. Which for some reason people in my life think I'm not completely happy with. If I had £1 for every time I heard, I bet you wished you had a son, or, are you ever gonna try again for a boy, I'd be a millionaire. Look, if my wife got pregnant again and had a boy, my reaction would be the same as the other 3 in my opinion, as long as your child is healthy who honestly cares. The worst and most annoying people towards my wife, given me a son, are my sister-in-law, 29, who has 4 now, pregnant with the 5th boys, and my 57 mother-in-law. BTW, I should mention neither of our cultures, Irish, English, care about gender. Last Sunday we were at my mother-in-law's for Sunday lunch and my Sil said after dessert to come out to the back garden as they had a ballon to announce the gender of their new baby. Well, long story short, she is having another boy. After everyone congratulated her, she made her way to us and said, I bet you wish just once it would be blue for you guys, then turned to my wife and said, it's never too late to try again. It royally pissed me off because my oldest was in earshot. I turned to her and said, well actually Alice, I wouldn't give one of my daughter's dirty socks for what boys were in Europe, and the fact you base your love on your child's gender says a lot about you as a mother. I don't need a son, so I suggest you take your advice and stick it. She stuttered for a second, then burst out into tears saying I was putting her and her kids down. The mood was ruined after that and we left. Since then my in-laws said she deserves an apology as it's been a long-running joke, so I shouldn't have driven my sister-in-law to tears. Not the asshole. I come from a culture, African American and Muslim, where they prefer boys, and hearing other family members only dote on my older brother, it leaves you feeling unwanted. You were only sticking up for your daughters and your wife. As long as kids are healthy and it's a safe pregnancy is all that matters. People need to stop preferring one gender over the other. Not the asshole. As an uncle of 4 beautiful nieces, I feel for you. This was not a joke, it was a dig. The fact that your Sil used her gender reveal announcement, really? Why is this even a thing? To make this dig at you says a lot about her character. It really does sound like she was bragging that she has boys and that boys are somehow superior to girls. This kind of internalized misogyny cannot be healthy, and it's not good to say these things in earshot of your girls. All she had to do was make her gender announcement and leave it at that. By making the dig at you she left herself open to a response by you. This is a classic case of someone who can dish it out but can't take it. Don't apologize. Hold out for an apology from her for all the years of the digs at you. Not the asshole. Your Sil has been making rude comments all throughout the years. She shouldn't make hurtful comments and not expect you to stay silent. Baby genders do not matter and girls are deaf and taking over the world. Edit. Absolutely. My sister and I will stand up for our brother no matter what. And at the end of the day, so long as kids are brought up in a loving home and have strong relationships and values, what else matters? Someone commented below and mentioned that your girls need to know you stand up for these comments and I 100% agree. And you did that. NTA don't be alarmed but your in-laws might be possessed by the ghost of Henry VIII. Not the asshole. Your daughter doesn't need to think she was an oops on the way to a boy like her aunt apparently thinks she is. It's not a long-standing joke, it's them being misogynistic. Not the asshole. She has spent years insinuating your wife is not good enough for not giving birth to a cis boy. Not only that, but insinuating in front of your daughters that they are less worthy of your love than a brother would be. God. I don't care that it was her day. For that matter, taking that moment to actively continue to verbally abuse your wife, that's absolutely what it is, makes her even more an asshole. I don't care, she deserved it. Mill and Sil are toxic. I bet Sil would love to have a little girl. You need a shirt. Our one neighbor has. He is tall and very athletic. He has a pink t-shirt. Girl dad and proud. Now they walk the neighborhood. Older daughter rides a pink bike. Wife pushes the stroller with the second daughter and dad holds the pink leash for the little girl dog wearing fluffy dog outfits. We happened to get our boosters at the same time and the shirt he was wearing, "You don't scare me, I have 2 daughters." Not the asshole. It's only a running joke if the people it's directed towards think it's funny. She was being an asshole to you for a long while and then got all offended when you called her on it. She's at fault here, not you.